So hey guys, welcome back to Jay's and JJ's Kitchen. So today we're going to be carrying on with our smoking additions here, I guess you can call it. So we're going to be doing a smoked turkey. That being said, we're going to come back and show you our ingredients and get started with that. Alrighty then, so for our smoked turkey, see it's fairly simple. Got a turkey right here, for a fresh turkey here or frozen turkey that I got thawed out. We've got our Tony's. We've got a chicken broth. What I do, pretty much just like I do whenever I am deep frying a turkey, right? Uh, you can use water to dissolve your seasonings into that you inject with. However, I choose to use a broth. So what we're going to do is get this broth in a pot, add basically per cup of liquid, you want a tablespoon of the Tony's, right? So we're just going to add that in there, let that dissolve, cool off. We'll inject our turkey with that, and then we'll come back, take our Tony's, cover the entire outside and inside cavity with it, stick it in the fridge, let it set for a day, and it's ready for the smoker. So that being said, we're going to get our turkey cleaned and get our injection seasonings going, and we'll be back and show you that process. So okay, guys, so we got our turkey cleaned and we got our injection with our chicken broth and our Tony Chachere's, right? We've got that here. We've kind of got it cooled down. So now it's just a matter of injecting our turkey. And that's a simple process. Get him in there so he don't shoot back at me. Just like that. So we're going to go through all the muscles just like that and make sure we get that our seasonings internally, right? Then we're going to come back and give it a covering with our Tony Chachere's. Flip it over. Get our thigh sections. Last but not least, our wings. Just like that. That's the injection part. Now it's just a matter of coming back, covering it, basically just like a rub. I cover it. I don't worry about it too much because, like I said, I'm going to put this in a bag and let that sit in the refrigerator. So, excuse me. Before I put this in the smoker, I'll come back and make sure I've got full coverage on it, right? And that's it, folks. This season is killing me. So basically, we're just going to put it in a bag and let this sit in the fridge until we get ready to smoke it. And we're good. We'll be back and show you that process. Okay, guys, so now it's time to do our smoking for our, we're going to put our brisket that we had marinating for the past day or so. And also, if I'm firing up the smoker, will make it worth my time. And so we're going to put the turkey on there, also everything that we're going to smoke today. So I've got a brisket, I've got turkey, and I've got bologna. So we've got our grill, not grill, but our smoker here kind of set up. Got my wood chips here. This is the wood that we had, my combination of wood that I told you about that I used. Apple, pecan, a little hickory, and oak, right? So we're going to get our trays here filled with our wood chips. And we've got I'll bring my pan over here shortly once I get these wood chips in here. And I'll show you my water tray, which is not water, but it is apple juice with vegetables cut up in it. It's got onion, bell pepper, and celery. I get the cheapest that I can find because that's just sacrificial that we're putting in here to give our moisture a little added flavor, right? So this is what we're going to do. Going to get our wood chips filled in here, kind of like so. It's just not a big deal on that because we can come back. We're going to have to anyway. Come back and add more to it. These are going to burn out, so we're going to have to replenish these whenever we get to that point. These in their little place down here. That is that for our wood chips. So next, gonna get our liquid tray in here. I hope I got my racks set where I want them. How I want to arrange my grill, but my smokers, my racks and everything. So we've got this is our liquid here. I hope you guys can kind of see what I got here. But it's apple juice. You can see the cut up celery that I got in there. Onion parge, bell pepper parge. That's what you want. So we're going to get this in here. Let me top that off with the remainder of this apple juice I have here. That'll give us a start. We got another one there in the house. We'll come back with that. Get that topped off. Get that in there. Another thing I'll show you is here off to the side of our smoker here, we have our thermometer mounted right here, right? So what I do is on my bottom shelf, try to find a hot section. If you know your smoker, you'll know where your hot section is. What I'm going to do is get this back here in the back. That's going to give us an indication of where our temperature is. Basically throughout our smoking process. So we've got that one there. And now also, I have 2 more here, which will be, let me try to show you this real quick if I can get them untangled. Which will be inserted, one into the turkey and one into the tip of the brisket, the big part, the thickest part of the brisket, right? We're going to get those internal temps. That's going to tell us whenever our brisket and turkey are done. We're going to try to get our turkey up, I'm going to say 170 on the thick part of it. And our brisket, we're going to have to end up with a temperature of at least 200. I'm going to try to get to 202 on it. And then we'll put that into our cooler for a couple of hours to let it kind of cool down, I guess you call it. But it's a slow cool because it continues to cook. Because like I think I mentioned before, once we start this up, that brisket is probably going to get to 145, 150-ish. And that's a stall point on it, where basically what that means is it'll rise up slowly, a steady rise to that temperature. And once it gets there, it stops. And that's the stall point. So either you can wait on it, but the thing to do is you take it out, you wrap it real tightly in foil or butcher's paper, right? And you stick it back in, and that'll allow you to get over that stall point. And you continue your cook or you're smoking it until it reaches that internal temp of 202 with it wrapped like that. By that time, you've already got your 1/4-inch ring that you're looking for, and it's got enough smoke on your meat, so it's not going to affect it any. But that's how we're going to do that. So that being said, that is everything. That's our smoker loaded with our wood chips, our liquid. So now it's just a matter of putting our meats in and getting this thing going. So I'm going to fire this up, and when the temps comes up, we're going to stick our meat in there and get it going, and I'll come back and show you how I have the meat in there. We'll be right back. Okay guys, so we got our smoker pretty much up to temp. Should have let it go over, because once you start opening the door and putting your meats in, your temp drops, but it's no big deal. By the way, I should have also mentioned, I got a late start today, kind of overslept. And can't say I overslept, I just didn't feel like getting up. So it's going to cause me to be out here longer. But that being said, we pulled our meat out of the refrigerator and let it sit somewhere between 1.5 hours and 2 hours prior to getting ready to getting it in the smoker, right? So that being said, let me show you. I'm going to lose some heat here, but I want you guys to see what I did. You can see the smoke is starting to come out already, and we've got our smoker loaded, and we're going to let it sit here and basically let it do what it do. The first thing that we should be done with is our bologna. I got to get my timer for that. We're going to let that go 3.5, probably to 4 hours. and we'll pull that out, slice it up some, or cut it down some, I should say, put it in a pan with barbecue sauce, put that in there, and let it caramelize. And by that time, probably our turkey will be getting close to being done, but our brisket is going to have to go. Maybe by that time, it'll be time to pull it out. We'll see what the temperatures are like. If it's at that stall point, that'll be a good time there when I'm taking that stuff out to pull that brisket out, wrap it real tight in foil, and put it back in and let it finish cooking like it's going to do. That being said, we'll come back and check in from time to time to let you see how our smoking is going. Alrighty then, guys. So you see our turkey is still in there. Our bologna is done. We've got that in the house. And here is our brisket. We've got it wrapped in foil. And this is going to go back in and get our probe back in there on that point side, right? Here we go. And let this guy sit here and come up to about 202. They're about 200, 202. And guess what? For the smoking part, we will be done. And it's just a matter then of, like I say, taking it out. We're going to put it in a cooler and let it set for about 2 hours. And then it's ready for slicing. So we'll come back. Looks like it's going to be fairly quickly here because our turkey is about up to temp, and we'll pull that turkey back off, but the brisket is going to remain there until it gets up to 202. So we'll be back then. Okay, guys, so it's been about 7.5 hours. Our turkey is ready. Don't laugh at me when I pull my turkey out because because it's missing a wing, right? My wife came down and she came down, whoa, where's the turkey? I'm like, it's almost ready. And so apparently my, I'll call her 18-month-old daughter is eating the bologna. And so she wanted the turkey wing, so I had to pull off a wing for her. So here's our turkey minus a wing, right? We're going to pull this out of there. So there's our smoked turkey. Good to go. Simple stuff, right? Put this in the pan, get it in the house, close our smoker back up, and let our brisket continue to smoke until it gets up to 202. Right now it's at 179, close to 180. So we've got another, there we go, 180. So we've got another 22 degrees. Then we will be good with our brisket. We'll be back for that. So, okay, guys, so this is our turkey that we smoked. We pulled it off after about, I think it was about 6 or 7 hours, I think it was, that we smoked on the turkey. And so I've got that deboned and everything. Actually, I think both of the wings are already missing, but I can't say who took those. But anyway, there's our turkey meat. You can kind of see the separation between the dark and the white meat. But there's our smoked turkey, and we're gonna take this in to work tomorrow. Probably, actually, all the stuff that I did smoke, I'll take it into work. My plan is to have for myself. I'm gonna have turkey. Hopefully, they won't eat it all before my 4 days. But I was gonna alternate between the turkey and some of the smoked bologna, probably making sandwiches. Anyway, that's it for our turkey. So, okay, guys, just thought I'd kind of come back and put everything together. that I did for my cook this weekend, right? So we had our smoked brisket, starting from the back right there. We had smoked brisket. In the middle there, you see that's the smoked bologna. Up front is our smoked turkey. On the left, you see up from the rear, I did a pan of macaroni and cheese, which you see some is missing, and I did a pan of potato salad. And again, there is some of that missing too, but it is all good. Like I say, I'll take this in to work, and it will definitely get destroyed in a matter of days. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching my video.